Well, let's quickly revise the Sun-Earth system, the simulation which we have created in the last session. Yeah, it's so interesting. What is the distance between Sun and Earth? 150 million kilometers. In how many days would it take? 365 days. Now we have created a simulation where you can find out what if it is too far. Now let's look in. So it takes around, oh my God, can you imagine 1 year would be 2,733 days? Whoa. Now let's see, what if it is too close? Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, just 109 days. Just then 1 year would be, it would just go like that. Okay, now let's look in the design and then the blocks. So the one component which you learn in addition to whatever you know is the canvas. What is canvas and why do we use canvas? You use canvas mostly to create more animations. Yes. How do we add it? You just have to drag and drop the block. And then, now let's say you have sprite types in it. You're just gonna have to upload the images. Let me just do this and click on add. So now let's say, ma'am, I need more of this. What should I do? You just have to drag and drop it as many as you want. Okay, here we go. Now it has many properties. You have to look into it. So whatever you want it, accordingly, you can use it. If you want it to be draggable, then you can make it draggable. Then it'll be draggable. Fine. Okay. Now let's see what else is there in the design. So we have distance, which is a label, another label, and a button. Okay, now let's get into the blocks. It's very interesting and very simple. 3 steps. Step 1, what should happen when you load the canvas? You want the sun and the earth in specific location. So what location, the x value, y value, you have to specify. Now if you ask me, ma'am, I'm having a hard time finding the blocks, I have a trick for you. Go with the color. What color is this? Blue. Here you go, blue. Find it. Simple. You don't have to go everywhere and see where is this block, where is this block. Yeah. Oh. And then I have said the angular velocity. What is angular velocity? So angular velocity is how fast something travels on a sphere. It's the angle by which an object spins in a certain time. Yes. And what should we do? I just have to display the revolution and the distance. Display it with the help of a variable. Done? Okay. Now another important step here is you have 2 functions. You want to calculate the distance and the revolution. So as you want the distance to be shown all the time, I have put that in an infinite loop, which means it'll be displaying throughout the execution of the program. So in here you have to understand how do you calculate solar distance. This is a function, right? So as soon as there is a function call, it'll go and execute, it'll go and search for the function. Where is function? Where is function? It's right here. See, calculate solar distance. How do we do that? What is the distance between sun and earth? So you have a block called as distance between. Okay, what color is this right here? Okay, motions. No, it's in sensing. Yeah, distance between. Yes, there you go. So now, if you see the distance between the sun and earth, this block will return the value 100 because it is calculating the distance from the center of the sun to the center of the earth. But I want the distance through the surface only. I want this 10. So what do? I just go and subtract it by 90 and this will just return 10. But I need 150 million kilometers. So I'll just multiply it with 15. This is how you scale things. Yes. Okay. So now ready, your solar distance is ready. Now how will you calculate the revolution? So to calculate this, we use an amazing API called as, here we go. So now let's say, let me just show you how and where you can find this. Yes. So api.matjs.org. So what this does is, okay, if you ask me, if at all, if you give any expressions, the expressions will be evaluated and you get the response immediately. Okay. Then how do we specify it? Based on this syntax. Okay. Now the same thing is done in our blocks actually. We put the formula in there. And then why is it cube 3? In the class we have discussed enormously what is Kepler's laws and seen many videos on it, right? So now I think you're good with that. And then whatever response you get from that, you just have to display it in the, just have to store it in a variable, new rev. Fine, all done. All 2 functions done, and finally when you click on the button, you display the revolution in value. Simple. Ta-da! You're good to go for the next session.